Alright guys, welcome back to another video here on the TheWallHangers YouTube channel. In today's video, it's me and Leighton, as you can see. Wagner's at work. Cadence is actually manning our fire right now. He's keeping an eye on it. We're cleaning out a garage here to get kind of an HQ set up for us. But in today's video, we're going to show you guys how we make our soft plastics. So basically everything here, we're going to explain everything, show you guys exactly what to do, and yeah, so we're going to begin with the main things you need, what you're going to need to start out with. So Leighton, if you want to explain that, or do you want me to?
You got it.
Okay. So in this bottle right here, it's called Plastisol. That's basically like your soft plastic mix that you're going to be heating up in a microwave. Right now we're out of Plastisol, unfortunately. We got some on the way, hopefully arriving tomorrow. But we have some old rubber that we're gonna melt up and show you guys. So after you make sure you have your Plastisol, you obviously want to have a microwave. Honestly, we just had an old janky one we had sitting around, so it worked out pretty perfect. Next, you're gonna want to have your mold. So what molds we use right now are 2.5 inch, actually they're almost 3 inch. We call them ours Slim Reapers. I lied, Lil Reapers. This is basically like your typical like Ned rig in a way. But in this mold you make 8 at a time, so it's pretty good. We also have your Senko mold. It makes 4 at a time, if you guys can see that. I don't know, the lighting might be throwing it off, but they are 5 inch. And then last, this is our favorite. I'll come up closer for you guys here. We have basically your crawfish mold, and that makes 4 at a time. So there's tons of molds you can get. All this stuff was purchased on it's called, I'll link it in the description. It is the website's called Do It, and it basically has a whole bunch of your lure making supplies. There's jig making supplies. There's tons of stuff. It's really cool. So after that, I want to say you want to have some clamps. Doesn't have to be expensive, cool clamps. We got some cheap ones from Walmart. Basically, that's just to help with your molds to keep them clamped shut, so they don't come undone, and so your soft plastic doesn't leak through the bottom. Next, I want to say we'll go with make sure you have some protective gloves that are good for like good for heat. These are up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and trust me, you don't want to get the hot plastic on your finger. We've done it a couple times, and it's not the greatest thing. But you definitely want to make sure you have gloves, because like I said, this stuff does get very hot. And
everywhere.
Yeah, and everywhere. You also, here's our colors. Right now we have a watermelon green, which is this one, a June bug, motor oil, and red. We plan on getting tons more, but we just got a this stuff was all for 90 bucks. Well, not all of it, the molds were separate, but in the kit we got came with I believe it was the glitter, the coloring, the Plastisol, and I'll get to this next actually, your injector, which this is going to be where you pour in your soft plastic when it's hot and inject it into the molds. There's other types of, you can hand pour them if you want, but it's just a little bit easier and, in my opinion, safer if you use a injector. So here's the glitter. We have an orange and silver glitter at the moment. You want to make sure you have measuring cups. We don't use them too often, honestly, yet, but for when you find that right temperature for your plastic and right measurement of like your glitter and colors and stuff, you're going to want to be trying to keep track of this stuff so that you obviously don't forget. And yeah, and then I think the last thing that you're going to want to have is your glass beaker. So in today's example, we're going to be using plastic that we already have melted up. So this is some leftover that we had. It's more of a dark watermelon green with orange flakes. We'll definitely do, if you guys want to see, we'll do a video starting from the beginning where you dump the plastisol in. Like I said, we're unfortunately out of all of it. But yeah, so you also want to make sure you have, I don't know if it's really necessary, but we use just a bowl of water, cold water, so that as soon as your molds are done, you can toss them right in there, sit for a couple seconds, a minute or so, and then dry them off. So I think we went over everything that you need.
Spoons.
Oh yeah, for when you heat your plastic up so you can mix it up and everything, we just run your basic spoon, metal spoon. But yeah, so we'll get to heating it up. We'll show you guys how to do that, and yeah, here we go. All right guys, so here's the Layton, you want to show them closer up, is the basically leftover rubber that we had. And actually here's a little Ned rig that was a mess up, so we just tossed it right back in here. A lot of people just reuse baits that were already messed up and stuff and throw them in here, but this is our own stuff right here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this, throw it in your microwave, set it in there like that. And I like to start at about 4 minutes or so. And whoops. I like to start about 4 minutes, and you just let it roast in there for a while. And while that's happening, me and Layton will show you some of our lures that we've done so far. So right here is our Slim Reaper. We have two colors right now. We got, this one is more of a it kind of looks black on camera, but it's, I would say you want to say like a dirty brown in a way.
Yeah, like a dirty brown.
You got your watermelon seed here, and then here's our Little Reapers. I always get them mixed up. These tear up the smallies in our river here, our local river. We got 3 different colors from there. We got them 2, and then a natural color. And then here's our favorite ones to use by far. These are our Krabby Craws. They work phenomenal with the smallmouth and largemouth. So we have a few different colors. We do have a red, which honestly we don't really like all that much. It works every now and then, but so we got our natural color, more of a like galaxy color is what I like to call it. Your watermelon seed, of course. And this is more of like a these two kind of look the same in the video here, but this is more of like a, I don't know, yeah, like a purple.
Like a galaxy.
Oh, this one's more the galaxy. This one's more like, it just looks more like burnt, kind of like a burnt craw in a way. But those are the colors we have for that so far. We actually do have a darker watermelon seed, but we don't have any made currently. So while that's heating up, you just basically want to make sure you have your injector ready. I'm going to throw a glove on here in a second. And then we also have, so we're going to be showing you guys how to make the craw first. We got our Krabby Claws mold all set up and ready. So when that's done heating up, I'll get back to you guys.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so after a little bit you're going to want to check. A lot of people use a temperature gun to see what temperature they're heating up at. Obviously we unfortunately don't have one yet, but you just want to stir it up a bit. So another thing I want to recommend is always wear a mask when you use this stuff. Has a very I guess toxic smell.
Yeah.
So you also, I almost forgot to tell you guys, you want to make sure you're working in a well ventilated area, because this stuff is not very safe to breathe in. We're stupid, so we don't use a mask. We do have a ventilated area though, so it's pretty nice. Getting it all cleaned out. But the reason I didn't use that batch right there is because I'm gonna let it burn for just a little bit longer, probably another 30 seconds or so, and then we're gonna get to pouring. All right guys, so it's been about 30-40 seconds or so. As you can see right in there, it's perfect. So you just want to come over, bring it over here, mix it up some more. It's really hot. It's looking very good, as you guys can see. Then you're gonna want to, I should probably have 2 gloves on, but like I said, I'm not smart. You just want to very easily put it in, nice and slow. Like I said, this stuff is very hot. I think the recommended temperature for heating this stuff up is probably like 350 or so. Like I said, we don't really look and see how hot ours gets. As you can see right there, hot goodness. Then you're gonna, this is where you really should wear 2 gloves, but I'm not. You're gonna want to just place your thing right there, and you just want to press it out just a little bit so there's no air inside of there. And then you go ahead and put it in your cavities here, and just very easily put it down in. And you want to make sure when you come out that you leave a little bit up top there, just like so. You're just gonna want to do this in every single one. It's pretty simple, honestly. Just like that. And as you can see up top here, go ahead and show them, Leighton. All 4 are looking fantastic. And so what I do next is just dump the rest into the glass beaker here. And you want to be very careful to take these caps off. You just keep pushing them off just like that. We got a little bit left over here. I just get right back. Once it, there it is. Put it right back in so we can reuse it. And what we'll do, you alright? Yeah. Well, as you can hear that sizzling in there, sounds like bacon. I just stir it back up and let it sit for a little bit while these cool off. And like I said, this probably takes about, I want to say, 2 to 5 minutes. Honestly, it's just random. We check them, and we'll get back to you when the crawls are done. All right, guys. So it's been about, what did you say, 3 minutes? Yeah. About 3 minutes. Okay, check these. You take your clams right off real quick here, like so. And you just want to be careful when you open these up. So as you can see there, got that. And there's our crawls. Let me see the camera. As you can see, there they all are. So in today's video, we're just gonna be making watermelon seeded colors so far. But the lighting's not the greatest, but there it is. So Layton's got one in his hand there. So what we do is we just kind of squeeze them a bit, get a feel for them, as Layton's doing, and toss it right into the cool water. There we go. So I will say the end here, where like the pour kind of ends, you just rip that right off. It's pretty simple. And the end is gonna just be a little bit like that, almost like a little plug, and you just toss it right back into your beaker, and you melt it right back up. And yeah, so we're gonna get this these craws finished up, and while we're doing that, we're gonna put the beaker back in for another minute or so while we heat it back up and get another mold ready. I think next we're gonna do the Ned rig styled ones, our Lil Reapers. So I'll get to that, and yeah. All right, guys. So the crawls are all done. I'll show you guys them here in a second. But now we got our Lil Reapers, getting ready to put them in after I just basically do the same exact thing. Just make sure, I repeat this a lot, but make sure you're very careful you don't get this stuff on you. It sticks and burns. So keep going. A little bit more. And you always want to make sure, like I said earlier, you bring out just a little bit so you don't have any air pockets. That way when you inject your mold here, you don't get any air pockets in your lures. So came out real nice. That'll be a very beautiful batch. So let them in for a couple minutes and they'll be ready to go. Alright guys, so the Ned rigs, what we call Lil Reapers, are about done. And now I'm going to throw in the remainder, or the remaining of our liquid there. So heat it up, start that, and I wanted to show you guys the craws. So they were done cooling, and here they're on the drying rack. Look fantastic and ready to catch some smallmouth. So we got our packs here. we'll just throw all 4 in a pack and they'll be ready for sale or for us to use, whichever happens first. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and Leighton's gonna open up the mold here. These are one of my, this is honestly probably my second favorite to make. The crawls are number 1, but let's see these things slowly. And there they are. All 8 of them bad boys done like that. And we'll just pick them right off there and put them in the cooling station, then the drying station, and they're ready for some smallmouth. So yeah. All right guys, so Leighton's gonna show you guys how to do this one. Basically the same process that I've been doing. Just make sure you're careful there and don't get it on your shirt. Probably a little bit more still. Probably a good bit, honestly. You might be able to fit that. Like I said, we're like at a plastisol. So this is gonna be, how much spit? Okay, yeah, this is gonna be enough. So we're gonna do our last mold here. We wanted to show you guys all 3. There you go. And just put just the slightest bit in there. Make sure you get that, okay? So Leighton's gonna go ahead and inject it in. Awesome. Oh shoot. Perfect. Awesome. So these are gonna be our Slim Reapers. Basically your Senko. But while those are cooling off in there, here is our little Reapers. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out because they have been drying, or they've been cooling for a while. There they all are. I'm going to bring them over to our drying station, spread them out, and pack them up, and they'll be ready to go. Here's a closer look at our craws. Awesome. So as soon as these are done molding, we'll show you guys them and we'll see you then. All right guys, so Lane's gonna undo the Senkos here so we can show you them guys. Sorry for the loudness. There, good. There they are. 4 Senkos just like that, in a matter of about 5 minutes. We'll just go ahead and throw them in there to cool. And that's basically the video. Like I said, very simple process. Takes a little bit of time to show up. Looks like one of our members is pulling up van. But here's some of the packages that we already got set up, ready to ship out. Got a couple people that put in some orders for some natural color craws, some watermelon craws, and some I swear I'm gonna learn this one day. Some little Reapers and Slim Reapers. But here's our bag that we used on the river, and here's the finished Slim Reaper. Perfect. There's Van. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. If you want some TheWallHanger soft plastics, make sure you order on the website. That'll be linked in the description, and we'll see you later.